Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the brand Dossier. Brand Dossier is a French-based perfume brand that makes inspired fragrances from big perfume houses, big perfume hits and popular perfumes, and they've been around for a few years, and they have an extensive perfume lineup in their portfolio. Altogether I think around maybe 50 or 50 something perfumes. I unboxed and reviewed many of their fragrances before, and for the price they are quite impressive. So this one in particular is called Dossier Powdery Coconut, and this is EDP 50 ml, and this one is inspired by Tom Ford blank. Alright, one sec, just give me a second. This one is inspired by Tom Ford, or come on, where are you? Yeah, Soleil Blanc. So this one is inspired by Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, which is about £300 for a bottle, and this one is about £40 retail, although with brand Dossier you always get discount code, vouchers, sales, promotions, so always take advantage of those. If you are interested to purchase one of their fragrances, they always have something to have it, you know, to get some better prices from them. So this one came out I think about 3 years ago, 2022, and the few things. First thing first, the presentation is very simple, as always with brand Dossier. Everything is minimalistic and simplistic. A very simple cardboard box, which is a good thing because it's recyclable, easy, so that's good for the environment. Also, it doesn't hit our pockets as a consumers. The bottle itself is quite simple, but it's nicely designed. It's quite compact, and it's good for taking out, taking it away from home. The cap is magnetic, and the atomizer is very good. So altogether it's a good presentation, but nothing over the top or nothing to shout about. In terms of performance, this is a good performer. On my skin went easily over 8 hours. In terms of t-shirt materials, goes over 10 hours. So it's a good performer. It's not a beast mode, but it's a very good performer. In terms of projection, I had an arm length of projection for around 2 hours, and after that slowly subside. You just have a medium bubble, medium cloud, and a medium trail behind you. I went with 10 sprays of it, and that was ample enough for me to smell it all day, and the next day when I woke up still could smell it on the material and like t-shirt, which is very good. This one is in terms of season, this is all year round. You can use it in summer, in winter, no problem, but if it's a very high heat, it could be a little bit cloying because of that powderiness of this fragrance, and also a little bit of sweetness in here. So I would say it's better suited for winter, autumn and spring. Summer, if it's cool summer or evening, yes, as well. So this one, in terms of age, I would say 25 years and older to be in the safe side. The reason is because although it's a friendly DNA in here and it's nothing to be, you know, challenging in here, there is no funkiness, but because it's a little bit on the complexity side, complex side of things, I think a mature nose will appreciate this better than a youngster. Excuse me. In terms of occasion, this is very opulent. You can use it in for going out, evening, special occasion, close encounter, suit and tie, you know, going to dating, going clubbing, going for dinner, wedding, anything in that vein is very opulent, and is very well done in here. And in terms of gender, definitely bang in the middle, unisex, which is correct, targeted unisex, but it leans a little bit on the feminine side, and the reason is because there's some sort of makeup-y feel to it. So a little bit of makeup, little bit of lipsticky feel to it. I don't know where does that come from, because apart from the coconut, anything else in here which they are mentioning in the note breakdown and accords, it doesn't produce such a thing. But altogether, this perfume gives off a little bit of makeup, little bit of lipsticky feel as well. So for that, it gives it a little bit on the feminine side, not too much. Again, perfumes, scents, fragrances don't have gender. It's all marketing BS. Don't fall for it. If you like perfume, wear it. If you don't like perfume, don't wear it. As simple as that. I enjoyed it for the last 2 days. I wore this one, and beautiful perfume. I absolutely enjoyed it to the max. But I have to mention these things in my videos because some people inevitably will ask, is it feminine, masculine, which we are conditioned to think perfumes have gender, and this is what happened. Anyway, so let's get to the perfume itself. The perfume itself, as the name suggests, powdery. Coconut is very powdery. So this one it doesn't go to the realm of baby powder, but it is almost there. It's like maybe half the way is there. So it's very, very powdery. So you need to like your powdery perfumes to enjoy it. From beginning to the end is always powdery. Although the powderiness is very, very strong in the beginning and it subsides a little bit in the dry down, but always powdery nevertheless. So you need to like your powdery, dusty fragrances to enjoy this. This is very powdery and dusty. And that is the powderiness and the dustiness of this fragrance is mainly coming from the note of coconut plus the white florals. So the white florals in here is tuberose and jasmine and a little bit of ylang ylang. So a combination of these together, it gives off a little bit of that makeup powdery feel. As I said, it doesn't go to the baby powder realm, but nevertheless it's halfway there, so it is quite powdery. 0 to 10, 10 being the powderiest perfume ever. This is around 5 to 6, so it is a little bit more than moderate in terms of powderiness. In terms of sweetness, from 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest, this is around 6 to 7, so it is a little bit sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It goes well with everything else in here. So overall, I classify this fragrance as oriental floral fragrance. So this is oriental floral fragrance because it's dominated by the florals, definitely in here. When it opens up a little bit of that bergamot, little bit of that feel of spiciness, which is coming from the cardamom in here. So the cardamom and the fresh spiciness in here, giving it a little bit of depth and complexity. But they're not a huge player, but they're there in the background mainly, and they're giving it quite a big depth into this perfume. The musk in here probably one of the reason that it gives off the powderiness. So the musk in the base is quite clean, but overall it's a little bit on the powdery side. And also the woods are in here are very clean as well, which is a combination of cedar sandalwood, which is quite noticeable in the base, but they're not a huge player, especially in the beginning. In the dry down, you feel them a little bit more. When you go to the dry down, it goes to the dry down, it gets a little bit of resin feel to it, a little bit of a hint of smokiness, which is coming from the amber in here. The amber in here is effervescent, is transparent, is see-through, is airy amber. But when it gets to the dry down, it gets a little hint of smokiness in here, hint of resin, which is coming from the labdanum in here. So let me read you the ingredients and we'll take it from there. So the ingredients, this is according to Fragrantica. By the way, it's got a very, very high scoring. I think it's 4.2 or 4.3, which is quite high for Fragrantica, for a good reason. This is a very well done perfume, and it's done a very good job of replicating or inspired by the Tom Ford Soli Blanc. So it's very, very close to it. As I said in my first video, I smelled Soli Blanc many years ago, so I'm just going by my memory. From my memory, they are very, very close. But if you want to make sure how close they are, go to Fragrantica, and there are reviews of it, and they would tell you how close they are, because those people probably are better in a better position to tell you exactly how close they are. So cardamom, bergamot, and pistachio. So here in here, I don't get pistachio per se. Again, the pistachio is an imaginary accord. Basically, there's no oil to go and squeeze this pistachio and take oil and put it in perfume. It doesn't exist. So it's an accord, which means it's a combination of few notes to come up with a smell of pistachio. In here, I get nuttiness. Yes, I get a little bit of that nutty feel, maybe even almondy feel, but I don't get pistachio per se. Pistachio, making a accord of pistachio is very, very difficult. It's one of those most challenging things to do, because to get it very, very precise and right is very difficult in perfumery. So I don't blame them. So they tried it, but it smells like almond, smells like generally non-descriptive nuttiness, which probably coming from nutmeg in here. And so I don't smell per se pistachio, but I smell nutty feel as well. So the white florals in here are the dominant players, and which is the tuberose and jasmine. So they both are very, very apparent, and also the tuberose in here is quite choky and chunky, plus the jasmine in here is a little bit andolic, so you need to like this kind of fragrances to enjoy it. The ylang ylang in here giving a little of that tropical feel, little of that banana feel as well, which is very nice. The coconut is the second biggest player after the white florals. So the coconut is very, very big in here, and the coconut in here is milky, is lactonic, is very how shall we put it, is very it's quite sweet, it's quite dusty, powdery as well on its own. Benzoin in here giving it that sweetness, which is a little bit more than moderate, so it's a good ample enough sweetness in here, and also it's a smooth maker. So after a few minutes of this fragrance gets smoother, and it becomes almost creamy in the dry down. So it's very, very well done in that aspect. And the amber in here, as I said, is very effervescent, it's airy, it's very transparent amber, but it has got a little bit of that smoky character to it in the base, which mainly come from that, and also the resin feel, which is come from the labdanum in here. So to recap quickly, white floral dominance, yes. So this is by far the biggest player in this perfumes are the white florals, which is a chunky, choky tuberose, plus the little bit of andolic jasmine in here. After that is the coconut. Coconut is a big player after the white florals, which is giving it that dusty, that milky, that lactonic feel overall, which is very, very nice. The only thing is in here, it doesn't give off suntan lotion vibe at all. Although that the makeupy feel, and also the lipsticky feel in the beginning of this fragrance, it is little bit on that side of suntan lotion, yes, but not too much. So it's a spiciness which is coming from mainly the cardamom in here. The cardamom is very, very well done, and it's very warm and nice, and giving it a depth. The amber in here is very transparent, airy, and see-through amber is one of those kind of amber, but it's got a little bit of resin feel to it as well. Woods are very, very clean in the base, which is a combination of cedar sandalwood, but very, very clean. Overall, this fragrance, I would say, is fresh to semi-fresh, and also quite clean in terms of classification, but it's got a little powdery dustiness to it as well. The tuberose is the biggest player first, and then jasmine, and then ylang ylang in here. The tuberose is quite chunky and choky, so you need to like this kind of tuberose to enjoy it. And after that is the ylang ylang, which is quite noticeable, giving it a little bit of tropical banana feel. And the citrus in the beginning, a little bit of brightness, not too much, and a little bit of aromaticness overall to this fragrance. So if you like this description of this fragrance, or the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, so this is very, very close to it. It's very well done, very well put together. It smells great. For my nose, for my age, for my experience, this is a beauty in a bottle. Wifey didn't care for it, although she loves white florals, and I'm sure she loves what's his name, the makeupy powdery fragrances. This is one of her favorites. In here she says there's something in here that it puts her off. I think is the cardamom in here, so the cardamom is quite noticeable in here, and she's not a big fan of cardamom overall. But to me, this is a very, very well done fragrance, very well put together, and is worth every penny. If you are interested in this kind of perfumes, I highly, highly recommend it. But in the same time, it's not for everybody, especially that powdery, dusty field of this fragrance is quite big, so you need to like this kind of fragrances to enjoy it. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me to challenge the infamous YouTube algorithm, which is getting worse and worse. The big players getting bigger and richer, and the small players getting smaller and poorer, and they're getting pushed out. And I am one of those small players. If you don't help me, if you don't do your diligence, which is just hitting those buttons, slowly I will be put out of this endeavor. Unfortunately, this endeavor is very, very expensive. 99% of perfumes you see behind me, I bought them from my own hard and cash money, so it's a very expensive endeavor, and it's a shame because I try to bring perfumes to your attention which they don't get the limelight, they don't get the mention, they don't get the reviews they deserve. The big names, the big companies getting all the limelight from those big players and the big channels, but these are small players, they get lost, which is a shame because we need to support them, to give them the chance to flourish, to be able to compete with big names. Okay guys, thank you for your likes, thank you for your shares, thank you for your comments, thank you for your subscription, which is free by the way, and all these things will help this channel. Thank you very much, I appreciate it very much. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very, very beautiful in return, you could do that. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that gives them the huge personality, big, bold, very artistic and unique. They are like time capsule, they take you different places, different time, and they are super beautiful if I say myself. There are many other reviewers reviewed my perfumes. If you are interested, you can go and check them out as well. As always, thank you very much for watching, thank you very much, love and support, and I see you later. Bye.